Hey everybody, Paul Humiller here at Dream Guitars, and I'm super excited to introduce you to LHT guitars, which is my buddy Tyler Wells. Tyler, we invited him to work with us the last year or two after meeting him and being so impressed with the work he did with Tom Rebecki, and of course now on his own. So his brand is LHT, and as you can see, he builds lookers. These are just really gorgeous guitars, but they're also extremely playable and sound amazing. This kid has it all, in my opinion. I really am digging this guitar, so there's a lot to talk about, so let me give you the tour here. The guitar is called, it's his Rose Burl Fugue model. So the Fugue model, it's an Archtop guitar. Of course, very unique and beautiful looking, but with lots of really good ideas in here that might not, you might think this is just about the look, but it's not. And I'll explain what I mean in a second. But gorgeous original shape. You've got the offset sound hole here with bevels and just gorgeous. The color, the craftsmanship is top notch. Tom Rebecki, most of you will know his name, and that's where Tyler honed his craft. And Tom is one of the real gentlemen of the business and a good friend, and has really done a beautiful job of passing on the craft to Tyler and to Megan Wells and to so many others that have come through his shop over the years. So again, fully hand-carved instrument. You can take a really good close-up of the pictures, but you'll see, of course, big arch top here. Beautiful burl woods for the tailpiece. The strings go through underneath, and there's just everything. Look at the photos, because everything's really beautifully done. That handcrafted, of course, the whole bridge setup. Gorgeous burl again on the pick guard. Thumb wheels here for the pickup here. It's got an Kent Armstrong pickup system. Elevated fingerboard. I love the cutaway and the white lines that make the whole thing sort of pop. Everything is just stunning on this guitar. You'll see as we keep going. It's a multi-scale, so this is a really cool set of multi-scales. I think that's perfect for jazz and archtop guitar. It's 24.7 on the top, so fairly short, 25.7 on the bass. So it's a sort of the common 1-inch spread, which is, we see a lot of multi-scale guitars that really feels good and covers a lot of ground between different tunings. If you want to try that, you could certainly do that on this guitar. But even in standard tuning, these scales feel just great. It's really the perfect to be able to do some bending and things if you want. This guitar, I think, could cover ground into blues and rock as well as jazz, but it's certainly a great jazz box. One thing I wanted to show you before we go to the back of the guitar is just sort of this is obviously an electric guitar with a pickup system, but it is a full depth hollow body. So it's misleading how slender it is here, but in the center you can see it's a full depth guitar with the carved back. And so the voice is really compelling. There's a lot of sound, even acoustically. So I was telling Greg, one thing that impresses me about this guitar is I would play this acoustically at home without feeling like I had to plug it in. A lot of jazz boxes, to me, they're uninspiring acoustically. You have to plug them in to get any kind of sound. This I would play all day long unplugged. So that's a really beautiful thing. And I might even mic it in the studio to add to the electric sound. I would put a mic here as well. So lots of versatility in this one. When I was talking about the shape earlier, since I've got it on my right leg, let me show you what I mean. This is a fairly big guitar. It's a full-size guitar, but it feels very small because here the waist is small and all the mass and the big section of the vibrating part of the guitar is back here. So this feels like I'm holding a Stratocaster or a Les Paul almost. It does not feel like I'm holding an Archtops. I usually feel like this. Just a really cool design. And even if you want to play on the left leg or do what you should do, wear a strap like I always sort of profess, the very great shape for that. It's actually very ergonomic. Okay, enough of that. So we got multi-scale, 24/7, 25/7, gorgeous Burl headstock. Godot tuners on a beautiful satin neck with lots of flame. I love the color of this guitar. It's so beautiful. And then look at that. Just again, more of the really beautiful flame on the maple. I love this color. It's like the perfect sort of deep dark red that keeps the rose color going, but it's not. I don't know. It just really affects me. I think it's almost closer to like a violin shade. And then the top, of course, is Sitka spruce. This is carved Sitka spruce. So I'm just super excited, as you might be able to tell, and I'm really excited for you to hear Dwayne Simpson play this. Check out Dwayne Simpson on YouTube and around the Asheville area if you happen to be lucky enough to live here, and if we ever get back to live music. But Dwayne's just a buddy and a great player, and let's see what he can do with this LHT guitar from Tyler Wells.